What's up, guys? GCK here, hitting you up with a video at the moment. Why am I draped in a blanket? Because I'm too lazy to put clothes on at the moment, because it's 11:50 and I just woke up about 50 minutes ago. So yeah, I gotta wait at least an hour before I have enough energy to put clothes on. So yeah, there's that. So let your imaginations run wild, folks. I just wanted to talk about a bunch of crap that's going on. The Rock returned, and it was awesome. If nothing had made me a fan of his from watching retrospective stuff, historical stuff, this sure as hell did. It was that good. It was such a good segment. Oh. It was that good. It was beautiful. I wanted to explode. Not just him coming out. That whole time was just beautiful. And please, Cena versus Rock. Please, John Cena versus The Rock. Please. Not only do us fucking, smarks want it, I'm pretty sure WWE would want it too, because it would make a titload of money. Yes, I'm making up the term titload to describe how much money they will make. In addition to the fucking WrestleMania buy, if they do Cena versus Rock. Titload. One more time. Titload. Okay. So yeah, Rock came back. That was awesome. I don't know if I talked about this a while ago, but yay, Fortune's face turn. Woohoo. AJ's a face, thank the Lord. Hardy won the title back. Whatever. It's just gonna be Styles versus Hardy anyways. Mr. Anderson is not Stone Cold Steve Austin. Let him be Mr. Anderson. Don't force him to be freaking Stone Cold. Way to give away RVD. You couldn't have done RVD versus Jeff Hardy at fucking Victory Road or whatever it was coming up in March, because they switched around the pay-per-views. They're putting Victory Road in March. Why? I don't know. Really, you couldn't have just done a Anderson Hardy Impact rematch with a week of build, and then do Jeff Hardy and Rob Van fucking damn 6 months in the making on a pay-per-view. Nah. At least they sort of hyped up this one. And by sort of, I mean, oh, if you're on their YouTube channel, apparently there's RVD and Jeff Hardy this Thursday. Surprise. Just after a fucking ladder match. I don't know. Whatever. AJ will get the belt soon enough, I hope. So, I think we can all be happy with that. Is that all I want to talk about for mainstream? I'm about halfway through the Chikara season premiere. Yay, Chikara. Hooray. And King of Trios looks fucking baller this year. And they've only announced like 6 or 7 of the teams, I think. It already looks amazing. Like, I need to go to this show. I need to go to this show. Quack, Jigsaw, and Toyota, Manami Toyota, are on the same fucking team. I like the dramatic pauses I'm throwing in, like I'm Christopher Walken. I will not do a Christopher Walken impression. Not right now. I'm too tired. Plus, it would still suck a little, so whatever. ROH has as a pay-per-view next Saturday, what have you. Hooray for Briscoes and World's Greatest Tag Team. That should be a ton of fun. All Night Express and Kings of Wrestling should be great. I've gained a lot of trust in Kenny King and Rhett Titus past couple months. They in addition to having 2 tons of personality, they really they're getting the tag team thing down real well. And the Kings of Wrestling are fucking awesome. I love those guys. DDT 4 for this year in PWG looks, oh my god, it looks insane. Let's see, there's I don't have it pulled up right now. Kings of Wrestling, American Wolves, I believe the Briscoes, Young Bucks, Cutler Brothers, Rock Nest Monsters. Last two teams are Brandon Gatson with Willie Mack and Kevin Steen with Akira Tozawa. Please, for the love of God, when you make the first round matches, please do Kings of Wrestling versus Steen and Tozawa. You might be asking, why do you want that? Not just because I think it'll be a great fucking match. I want Claudio and Tozawa to interact because I want Tozawa to get a title shot against Castagnoli. And I want them to put on the greatest fucking big little match ever. Ever. Like better than fucking like Kenta versus Takayama. I want like some of that shit in addition to Claudio just kind of throwing Tozawa around. I want him to fucking press slam him into the back row or whatever fucking bingo hall or rec center PWG's running that whatever night they do it. I want that shit to happen. God. Right. Alright, so, okay, so there's that. And, for the last half of this video, I want to talk about Japan. Yes. And how awesome some of the shit, or a lot of shit, that comes from there is. I've been going to a board called ProRes.tv, run by a certain YouTuber. You may have heard of him, Daniel Talks ProRes. However the fuck you pronounce it, assholes. And one of the sections has to concern with Kenta Kobashi and his GHC wonderfulness. And there's stuff like a poll and a discussion going on what was the best in his whole GHC reign. There's always, the match where he wins the GHC heavyweight title against Misawa, which is all sorts of wonderful. It just has that extra leg up on some of the other great fucking matches that are in his actual title reign. I really love that match because of the I like it more than, say, the Kobashi Akiyama match. 2 grand matches that kind of go by the same idea of the story is based much more on actually some bigger spots than you would say other matches are or have been. However, I give Kobashi Misawa the edge over Kobashi Akiyama. Somewhat because Kobashi actually, it's Kobashi winning the title. I think it's the Misawa Kobashi has this sort of Misawa being better than Kobashi, and it ends with Kobashi being better than Misawa. With Kobashi Akiyama, it's Kobashi goes in, he's the champion, he's better than Akiyama. Kobashi comes out better than Akiyama. I know it sounds like a little bit nitpicky, but I think that kind of thing is very important, especially when you're considering the likes of when a guy is as big as Akiyama, especially in Noah. I mean, he has a great, pretty damn good history in All Japan. I mean, he's not one of the freaking four corners of heaven, but he is a crucial guy, and I would have rather seen. I honestly would have rather if they were gonna do the Kobashi Akiyama match. I understand that they were blowing it off in 04 because of kind of the way their faction warfares have been going, so they blew it off then. But I thought I much rather would have seen Akiyama get his title shot and win in that kind of great big spot match as like a setup for him. I know that's kind of nitpicky, and but I do think it factors a lot into the match. The fact that Akiyama put on this great performance and didn't get over Kobashi, that is. But I think in the Masao Kobashi match, so much of the match is Masao schooling him, taking him to town, and then Kobashi comes back. Not only comes back, but fucking wins it. And he uses the burning hammer and wonderful. Also looking into other, his not Meltzer 5-star rated title defenses. There are three that really stand out to me. That would be versus Tamon Honda, or Honda Tamon, however you want to put it. Tamon Honda. This was about a month after he won the title. Honda would eventually become a stablemate of Kobashi's, and at this point Honda was still pretty much a friendly guy, and he was very emotional going into the title match. It was a big deal for him to get the title match. This match made me think about. This match made me think that Kobashi was, if anything, lackluster, considering how much heart was put into this performance. Like, by Honda, his selling was gorgeous. His emotion was fantastic. His mat work was so convincing. And when he locked on a hold, it was super convincing. And it really worked him over. And later in the match, it was like, this could fucking finish it. Like, we all knew that Kobashi was going to win. No offense to Honda and how great he would be in 2003 especially. But yeah, a part of me, and actually a lot of people's biggest criticism of this match, is that Kobashi wasn't necessarily mean enough to sell. Wasn't very mean enough to kind of enforce the beating that Honda took for most of the match, which would have helped strengthen Honda's comeback. I got about a minute and a half left. I'm doing a direct upload. Next up would be, I'll go with this April 04 match with Takayama, which I just watched. This match ruled. I forgot. Like, I just, wow. This was fighting spirit and psychology. This was heavyweight shit, but yet sometimes they wrestled like they were fucking not big giant dudes. Oh, and psychology and the crowd. This was Kobashi's best crowd performance. I can't remember Kobashi controlling a crowd like this. Oh, it was nuts. Oh, like nuts. And he teased the burning hammer, which by itself, just getting teased with the burning hammer, is a compliment to Takayama. And then his match with Taue. If I can sum this up quickly, because I don't have much time. Taue drops Kobashi wherever the fuck he wants, and then Kobashi is like, oh yeah, I have a fucking burning spirit. Let me knock the shit out of you back. And we get a wrist clutch burning hammer, which is always cool. So I'm about to get cut off. Go watch all of those matches that I just said.